Hi, I'm Laurent Desbois. Today, we'll examine first why Japan, one of the richest countries in the world, is facing a wall that consists of three major challenges, and second, why it must find solutions at all cost. First challenge, Japan is aging quickly. The population was 85 million in 1950 and reached a peak of 127 million in 2010. By 2050, the population is expected to fall below 100 million, depending on the fertility assumptions we use. Signs of aging are everywhere. They are found even in public restrooms, for example, where supports for the elderly are becoming more common. Robots are also finding solutions to healthcare, helping to feed, for example, the elderly. Immigration cannot limit the drop in population because Japan is close to immigrants, as shown in this table. The foreign population as a percentage of the total population is extremely low, especially when compared to Canada, for example. The second challenge for Japan concerns the gross public debt, which in 2013 amounts to 240% of GDP and continues to increase each year due to large deficits ever since the bursting of the housing bubble in 1990. This exploding debt will nevertheless be supported by a smaller number of inhabitants. The third challenge is related to the economic importance of Japan, which continues to decline. Japan's share of world GDP fell from 10 to 5% in 20 years. All this while its most powerful neighbor, China, is experiencing a huge rise, which causes significant geopolitical tensions. Potential conflicts arise, particularly around the status of the Senkaku Islands, which the Chinese call the Diaoyu Islands. At stake is the right to exploit the basement with its oil and gas potential. For these reasons, the new Prime Minister Abe is very determined to change things around, and has developed a new economic policy he considers represents Japan's last chance, since time is running against the country. After 20 years of inaction, it's time to stimulate the economy at all costs, and change the deflationary psychology. Prime Minister Abe named his economic policy the three arrows. First arrow, increase inflation to 2%. Second arrow, stimulate the economy in the short term through infrastructure projects. And the third arrow, carry out structural reforms in employment and investment to increase the productive capacity of the country, in the agricultural and healthcare sectors in particular. In the short run, Japan has managed to change the mindset of the Japanese, in part thanks to a euphoric stock market, a weaker yen, and stronger economic growth. But in the long term, these policies may not change much. The trends of an aging population and rising debt related to the spending on healthcare and social security will be crucial. It is said that demography is destiny. With its population decline and high debt levels, how will Japan maintain its standard of living unless there's a large burst of innovation and exports? The government of Prime Minister Abe may be then just shooting arrows against the wall. His economic stimulus plan lacks a key pillar of the economy. Japan needs a higher birth rate in order to arrest the decline in population. It should build incentives to promote such a policy. Japan would then have a better chance of maintaining a balanced and innovative economy while reducing its high debt problem.